This is the B3 Radio Network. B3 Radio Network. Visit us online at b3productionstudios.webs.com. It's time for the one show that operates when you talk behind closed doors.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
The issues and comments that have no relevance, but to you and your friends.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, me too, but, I'm really wired. What do you say I take you home and eat your pussy?
Topics that should never be recorded. Well, that is, unless they're off the record. Recorded live from B3 Production Studios in Los Angeles, California. It's Off the Record.
Must be weird not having anybody come on you.
Only on the B3 Radio Network.
Yep, welcome back to Off the Record on the B3 Radio Network. And in this corner we have Michael Vitae, and in the dark corner, Boontarn MacGyver Horn behind the boards.
Ding ding.
And don't forget, we webcast every show and series here on the B3 Radio Network. You can always check that out at b3productionstudios.webs.com. We are now on YouTube, Facebook, and the Twitter. All three. All the happy family.
Not Twitter. The Twitter.
Yes, the Twitter. What, is there a difference now that I don't know about?
I don't know, you're kind of like reminding me of the senior citizens where sometimes they they barely know what all these
I called to complain about the topics you guys are talking about.
What are you guys talking about? The Google and stuff.
The Google. Don't forget, you can always call. We have live telephones open now at 626-532-7154. That's 626-532-7154. Give us a call at any time, anywhere you can, because everyone has cell phones, unless you're a loser and don't have one.
Oh, it's messed up.
Hey, you have one.
I know. I still think it's messed up.
Well, how's that messed up?
Hell, I didn't get a cell phone until I was in my sophomore year.
Yeah, but you have one now.
Yes, I have one now, and it sucks.
But you have one. That's
it's
the important
like not having one.
You know what sucks, though? I mean, it's sort of like I have to pay my respects here. Today, this weekend, actually, I should say, the 26th anniversary of the Space Shuttle Challenger's disaster. If you don't remember that, well, obviously we shouldn't because we weren't born yet. But it happened in 1986 on January 28th when the Challenger broke apart and 7 crew members lost their lives. 7 crew members. Yeah, I know you.
Yeah, there was a bad joke going around at that time where NASA stands for need another 7 astronauts.
Yes. Oh. But out of my respects, I wanted to do a toast because for the hard-working people at NASA and for everybody in the United States, Air Force, Marines, everybody, it's all counted for. So I think we should do a toast in honor of everyone, especially the 7 that lost their lives that day.
Out, man?
Hey, I'm gonna get to you. I'm getting. At first, it's the light. I'm in the bright spot here with Vitae, and I'll get to you eventually.
Didn't they close that place?
What place?
Bright Spot. It used to be a restaurant.
Didn't know anything like that existed.
Yeah, there was a restaurant called the Bright Spot.
Was it really?
They closed it though, I think.
It saw the light, ironically.
Probably.
So here we go. To the 7 astronauts and to that event, may it never be replicated again after the other accident that happened in, I think, 03.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Little zombie. Talking about disasters, did you guys hear about that accident that happened on Sunday morning? About the 10, what was it, the pileup in Florida off the I-75?
Yeah, like 10 people died on that, right?
Yeah, it was like a crazy thing. Like
I really hate to say this.
They have about like 18 injuries aside from that.
No, but I really hate to say this, but I am totally oblivious to the news. So what exactly happened?
Oh, dude, it was like an insane, like the pictures are insane. For those of you that are watching the webcast, you're in luck because you get to see the pictures as well. And here's for the in-studio audience. There's just a couple of pictures of what happened. Apparently, a long line of cars and trucks collided one early Sunday morning on the dark Florida highway. And this is what happened. I mean, Jesus Christ, look at the photos there.
Dude, the 18-wheeler hit the minivan.
Yeah.
Yeah. And look at the truck; it got fucked in the ass.
That's
There was so much smoke in the air, I guess, after the accident that it blocked off like everything you could see. Nice one, Vite.
dude.
Here's your replacement pen.
Oh, I get the crap out of it.
Anyway, the pileup was so long; it was 9 miles long. Like they had
Holy crap! Wait, hold on. That many cars?
It wasn't necessarily
Oh,
that many cars, but like from the beginning of the accident to the end. So there were some gaps in between, but 9 miles of closed highway it was just full of rubble and debris and burning up cars.
Jeez.
Burnt up cars, I should say.
9 miles.
Authorities
Holy crap.
Authorities were still trying to determine what caused the pileup, so I guess they couldn't figure it out on Interstate 75 in Florida. But when they closed it, I guess there was a lot of...
Is there any more pictures?
No, those are the only ones I could get right now
okay.
for the in-studio audience, at
Damn.
least. But yeah, some crazy stuff, huh?
I hope it's not
crap.
inappropriate of me saying this, but I really hope the Geico Gecko wasn't the cause of that. I mean, you see him like running across the road.
Running across the road. He's just trying to stop telling everybody, I can save you 15% on car insurance.
Oh.
But at least a dozen cars were involved in the accident, and 6 tractor trailers, the big semis, were involved. And a lot of the cars just
Crap.
burst into flames. So they're totally just disintegrated and destroyed.
Damn, what a time to work for AAA.
Yeah, doesn't it look like the setting of Modern Warfare 2? There was like that level where you had to get across the bridge and stuff, and all the cars were burning. And
yeah.
That's what it looks like to me.
Wait, the one in DC, right?
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the second one, right?
Yeah.
I'm like totally oblivious when it comes to video games.
I need to refresh my memory, actually. I don't remember that level.
At least 18 of the people involved in the accident were hospitalized.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I think, 7 died? Or no, not 7. That's the
10
astronaut.
died.
10 people died.
18 injured.
Yeah, 18
Damn.
injured. And it was on the northbound of the I-75. I guess it happened at 5:30. No, they reopened the freeway at 5:30 p.m. But I guess it was closed for that whole time. They had to close down the other side, too, because of all the looky-loos and stuff and all the debris. I guess some of it had flown over to the other side.
Jeez.
Damn, look at that freaking truck, though, man.
Yeah, everything just blew up. So, sucks. And the crash, more than 70 vehicles were involved in the crash.
Oh, my God.
Actually, no, sorry. There was another story that I found, though, doing a little research on this. This isn't the first time that Florida had a big pileup, though, because in January of 2008, 4 people were killed and 38 were injured in a series of similar crashes on Interstate 4 between Orlando and Tampa in Florida. About 125 miles of where this crash happened. I guess more in that case, 70 vehicles were involved in that crash, and the pileups included more than 40 vehicles.
Oh, my God.
I guess they're blaming all the accounts, though, on fog. Like, I guess they have really thick fog. I mean, in Florida,
Yeah,
out
that is
there.
true, but...
So there was the fog, and then after, when the cars were colliding and bursting into flames, I guess the fire and the smoke was so thick because, cars are very flammable with the gas and all that crap. So they were just catching on fire and then just blinding everybody.
Notice you don't see a single Prius in there.
It's probably because it got crushed underneath the semi.
It's like, oh yeah, you got something in your light there.
But that's a really bad thing, huh?
Damn.
Sucks. Tony, you had something on a bad thing or something like that?
It's not as bad as this, but it is a story about bad timing. A guy goes into a store and he tries to rob. The place because he needed for something. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
But as he was escaping, the clerk is yelling out, stop him, he's robbed the place. This is really bad timing. 2 MMA fighters are in the store
While he's robbing the place?
while he's robbing the place. He walk in, he's like, "What?" It took him 3 seconds to pin him down, took away money, took away the gun, and just pin him down until the cops came up. 3 seconds flat.
Fuck,
He was
I can't
already
imagine.
gone.
Wait, if all they did was pin him down?
Well, they pinned him down, took away the gun, and they were trying to reason with him. But all of that
With
within
their
3
fist or what?
kinda. But
Well, kinda
Oh,
or what? I
man.
mean, it's like that's like saying, "Oh, you're kinda pregnant." Did they or didn't they?
Yeah,
I'm
they used
kind of going to
force.
push you down the stairs if you're kind of pregnant.
no, they used really good force. Like, yeah,
What, did they mess him up like really bad?
not that bad, but they messed him up to the point where he couldn't entirely walk straight.
I would say if you can't walk straight, that's pretty bad.
Pretty much, they gave him a limp, but they got him to the floor. They pretty much disabled him completely.
Oh, I don't know about you guys, but if I see 2 guys, I immediately go limp. So,
But no, 2.
I'm not saying anything.
I got nothing to come out
that
with
too
that.
easy. You're making it too easy.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, 2 MMA fighters came in. walking in the store as he was running. So, really
Man,
bad.
it sucks. Imagine just going in there and fucking just capping everybody, or at least the attention to, and then just two
Yeah.
MMA guys are just standing going, "What the fuck are you doing, boy?" That sucks.
I'll try to send you the link to the video.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Well, actually, I do have a video here of, I guess there was a robber out in Brazil, but there's a bank robber that shoots himself in the foot. And I don't mean that metaphorically. I mean, like, fucking literally.
Wow.
I guess that this bank robber shot himself in the foot during a raid in Brazil, but not just metaphorically, like I said, but very painfully in, like, I shot myself in the foot kind of way. Like, according to the video, it was caught on the closed caption circuit television, and it shows the robber walking into a bank in Brazil along with two other gunmen. And I guess they were telling the staff, they huddled them into the corner and stuff, like telling them, hey, get the fuck out of there, don't push the alarm. I guess they were gonna not keep them hostage, but like push them away to the side and all that. And it was all going well until, like, I guess one of the crooks he looks like he's kind of like fucking around with the safety trigger. Like, he got bored. He was the lookout too.
Oh.
And that's kind of like the job where you don't really do anything except obviously look out. So I guess you would get bored. But like, if you watch the video and on the webcast, I will show it too. Right before he shoots himself in the foot, you can see him, like, it looks like he's just like, ooh, a gun. He's just fucking looking at it.
Like, I've only seen these in Modern Warfare.
Here's the video. So he's going into there. They break the safety glass, I guess. Not very good safety glass, but it is Brazil. So they're huddling everybody in the corner now. And then here's the guy that ends up, like, shooting himself. So he's trying to look all badass. He's fucking around with a gun. He just ends up cabbing himself in the fucking foot. And the other guys are like, what the fuck was that? So I guess they're huddling everybody in the closet while they're pulling up the cash. And then there's the guy just limping away outside.
Fucking dumbass.
There it is again. Now, the one thing I just have to say is that the cops never caught them.
What?
Yeah, they got away with it clear, like, out of the blue. They got away. The cops are asking for your help in this case.
Remember, this is Brazil. This isn't.
It is Brazil, but, like, just follow the fucking blood spots on the floor, man. You don't really need to do anything else. But then, but it might be dirt, right?
Yeah.
But still, I mean, if you have a big hole, but I don't know if I'd be like that manly to just walk out of the store like that. I'd probably be bitching at you guys.
Do you
like,
have a big hole?
It depends what time of the month it is.
Was a conjugal visit involved in this?
No. They don't do that in county. They do it in federal.
See, he knows this. Indications. Something to note down.
But yeah, that sucks though. You shoot yourself in the foot. And didn't he look like he had the sunglasses, the hat and stuff? You're like trying to be all badass, like, yeah, motherfucker, what? And then all of a sudden, boom,
we don't know anyone that tries to look like a badass with a hat, do we?
Fuck you guys.
Like, it always says both of us, and Bunt's just like, oh, I'm not saying anything.
I know, but Jordan's just like, he feeds me beers. What can I do?
His silence is his agreement.
Shooting yourself in the foot. It was like that cruise liner that remember that cruise liner that hit that rock or something and it like flipped over. The one that was in Europe.
It was in Europe.
Europe, yeah.
Somewhere in Europe.
Yeah.
It was like what? It's an Italian boat
I
in
don't remember.
French.
It was either an Italian cruise liner off the French coast or a French cruise liner off the Italian coast.
Something like that.
One
yeah.
of the fucking two.
Yeah.
But anyway, remember, I know it crashed, but I was going to tell you that I found out the reason why it crashed. So first of all, Mike, you had something on the captain. He did.
Yeah, he abandoned ship before everyone else. Like, he put himself
As far as I know, though, that's not a crime though. Like out in they have like different sea laws out there because it's international waters. But I guess all the countries have kind of like
it's kind of like a universal code. The captain stays with the ship.
Yeah,
at
it's a
all
code,
times.
but it's not a law.
No, it's not a law.
Yeah.
But like, it's kind of like.
I guess if you want to be employed anywhere else, yeah, it's gonna look bad.
It's. I mean, I'm not going to equivalent it that like the same way, but I mean, like, all right, like, look, with soldiers, if they're on like the front lines, they're not going to run away the second they see someone shooting at them if they're in like the front lines. I mean, you don't do that.
Yeah.
It's an unspoken rule.
Yeah.
It's kind of,
I mean, Captain Smith went down with the Titanic, but
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I guess. Oh no, yeah, it was a French cruise liner because that was off the Italian coast. That's why I was like, oh yeah,
okay, there it goes.
Yeah.
okay.
Frenchy.
But I found out the reason.
I can say that because I'm part.
No wonder they're
Right.
no wonder they're not a world power. But anyway,
I know it's like let's see, because there's China, there's Russia, there's us, and then there's what I think.
What, as a world power?
Yeah.
I know the U.S. is definitely the biggest.
Yeah, no, that's what I say.
biggest
There's
player.
us, there's China, and there's Russia, and then there's like.
Actually, I know they were at one point, but can you really say Russia is a world power now? They don't really do anything.
Well, yeah, no one really fucks with them.
Yeah, because they don't have like a lot of shit going on, right? Isn't that the reason why? I heard a study like a while ago too that like 20% of the drivers in Russia drink while they're driving.
Because they can.
Wow.
Yeah, because I mean it's open ruralness out there.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
there's
even
nothing
then,
out
like the
there.
legal drinking age over there is like 8.
Jeez.
Oh
I mean,
god.
dude, freaking like they
No wonder the wall fell. Fuck.
I mean, dude, you can get like vodka like off the corner of like one of their blocks. Or
It's like the only thing they're known for Russia is vodka and their white
Well,
women.
dude, they have to have vodka. I mean, it keeps you warm.
Yeah, I know.
It's like antifreeze for the body.
I had some Sky. We should drink some Sky then.
You can drink. Oh yeah, there you go.
But I did find out the reason why that cruise liner went like the reason I guess it was really close to the coast, and the reason I heard reportedly was that the captain was showing some other guy. I guess he was not driving. He was cruising by his house that was off the shoreline of in Italy, and he got so close that it hit the rock on the bottom of the ship, and that's what tipped it over. Because he was so close to the coast that he was trying to show off. Oh yeah, that's my house over there. You can see my house.
The captain was doing
Yeah,
that.
and that's what fucked up the
Oh my-
ship. He just fucked over like a couple of $1 million. That's got to be at least like a $5 million boat.
Easy,
Yeah,
easily.
fucked it over, and then some people are dead and all that too.
Oh yeah.
And then like a ton more are injured and all that
And then
crap.
on top of that, he bails, and and it's like, oh, screw the rest of you guys, I'm out of here. Because he was already on shore when they found out that they'd crashed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And
Wait, hold on. He was already on
He
the
got
shore.
to shore
what?
before anyone else.
I had also heard that there were some reports that the Italian guys, the Italian Coast Guard was telling them, like, I don't give a shit if you're tired or not. You need to get back on the boat, like on the ship. And the captain was like, oh no, I'm supervising them. I'm supervising from the boat. Like he was giving orders
Yeah.
from the boat.
And it turned out, no, he was calling from his house.
Yeah.
What?
Hey,
Yeah.
well, he was right there. He probably was just trying to get laid. I mean, wouldn't you probably do the same if you're driving by your house? Like, yeah, that's my house over there.
His last conjugal visit before he gets put away.
This is Off the Record on the B3 Radio Network.
This is the B3 Radio Network. B3 Radio Network. Visit us online at b3productionstudios.webs.com.
Welcome back to Off the Record on the B3 Radio Network. Don't forget, we webcast every show and series on the B3 Radio Network. You can always call us at 626-532-7154, or you can always email us at offtherecordradio@yahoo.com. And don't forget, when you call or email, you can always remain anonymous, because no one cares about you anyway.
How cruel.
Or if you do, you can always leave us just your first name. It doesn't matter. We don't want to get specifics. Unless you really want to give me your social security number, I will use it.
I'd recommend an alias under that. But that's just me.
It says Jose something on your ID, but it's like some white guy on the card. That's when you get like a bad fake ID. I'm just saying because I've seen it before.
Right.
Oh shit, that was a bad thing. Oh well, whatever.
Let's look at the dropout, really. There's fade outs and then there's dropouts. That was more along that line.
I could go for some zombie in a little while. You guys down?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
sure, why not?
All right. Well, in a little bit. I
Yeah,
thought you had a sex about. Sex. I mean, whoa, yeah,
Little
yeah.
invasive,
Whoa.
man.
I thought you had a story about sex nuggets or something like that.
Oh,
you had
no,
mentioned
like,
earlier.
in the news, there was a lady. I think it was like in Burbank or something. Yeah, she was hanging around a McDonald's, just patrolling the parking lot, and if anyone bought like chicken nuggets, she would like offer them sex in exchange for those chicken McNuggets.
I had heard that on the news actually.
Yeah, she ended up getting like, all right, she was finally turned down by like one guy, but anyway, and she got turned in
Wait,
for,
she was turned on.
down.
Oh,
Turned down. Like he turned her down, and he reported her, and she got arrested for prostitution.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, do you have to give her like a tip? Like, if she's really good, you give her the 50-piece McNugget, or if she's really ugly, you get her like the 10-piece or the 3-piece. That's insulting. Like, if you do, like a blowy in the car or something for prostitution for McNuggets.
You gotta think though on in that regard. People, if they go to like the Vegas and shit and they pay for like a hooker, they're paying like hundreds of bucks or some shit. Whereas these people, they're spending like at most like $10 to get it
for
on
a 50-piece McNugget. Yeah, I know, but don't you? I mean, it's in every job. You pay for the quality and amount of work you put into it. Imagine she's just working that hand good and her mouth good. But imagine at the end, because obviously I don't think she's going to come inside with you to the McDonald's and all that. Wait, hold on.
There's all. Do
you buy it first and then she gives you one, or I mean?
Okay, yeah, I think you buy it first. I don't know how it worked, but all I know is
no, but I mean, you always see it on cops and stuff. The sting operations. Don't you have to pay first and then you get the receiving stuff?
Yeah, well, the thing is,
I guess I would.
She wasn't. This wasn't a sting though. Like she was reported.
But I'm just saying that's the only way. I'm just trying to clarify that I've never done it. So. I'm just clarifying
that he claims.
Yes, I am on the record this time of stating that I don't know how the procedures work. I'm just saying that
he just goes with the flow.
Yes, and the flow is out. But
see, so he admits it.
I just know how the flow works. I don't. But I'm just saying,
we all know how the flow works. We all took basic biology. We all did the sex ed class.
Well,
we all know how that works.
I'm just saying, like, isn't it insulting that you have like you only get a 3-piece McNugget instead of like the fit? Yeah, well, yeah.
Talk about sweet and sour.
Jeez. But I mean, okay, hold on. What if? Can you still get like in legal trouble with that? Like, if she came up to you and said, "Hey, I'll boil you for give me like the 20. I need food. The McNuggets and stuff." And let's say it was an undercover operation, but you buy the McNuggets, but you don't take anything. Could you still be in legal, like?
Well, see, that's what confuses me because, prostitution is technically defined as, it's like, exchanging money for sex. But if you're exchanging sex
like, what if you
food,
just say, "Oh, I feel so sorry for you," and you tell her, okay, and you go inside, you tell her, "Wait out here." You go inside, you buy the McNuggets and go, and you just give her, like, yeah, you could give her the money, but, some people, like, if, for whatever reason you don't want to, I'm just saying, here's my example, like, she says, "I'll blow you for, McNuggets." And you're not that kind of a person. You're like, "Okay, I feel bad. I'll go inside." And then you buy the McNuggets, you come outside, and you give them to her and you go, "Here's some food." And then you just walk away. You don't take it. You never had any intent to. I think you still might be in legal trouble with that, wouldn't you?
I think she might try and chase you down.
Well, actually, that's a good question. I think I'm thinking that you don't get into trouble as long as you don't touch.
See, the safe bet would just get her the fillet of fish.
That's if she's a lesbian. Then you get her that and a little scoop of tuna on the side.
The tartar sauce.
Well, but what I mean, if you don't have any physical contact, I mean I don't think you get into trouble for that, do you?
I don't know. It just seems like part of the pun, a sticky situation to be in. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Yeah, there's no subtext in that, is there?
Of course not. This is a family show, isn't it?
Yes, we're broadcasting on ABC.
Dun 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 dun. The more you should know. I don't know. It just seems like you could get in a lot of trouble with that. It's kind of like one of those gray areas of the law. Like okay, maybe it wasn't just food, but like, what if you just give her money and then walk away? I still think I don't know.
That would put you in trouble. That because she's regardless.
Yeah, but in that same regard, that means you can't just give anybody money. I mean, in this country, you have the free will to give anybody money.
Oh yeah, okay. Like, as you can give her money and like but it's like walk away. But the second
no. But what if you clearly state, "I'm not doing that. Here's $20," and you walk away? I still kind of think you're going to get in trouble, even though you shouldn't, though.
No. You should be fine in that in that regard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. As long as you don't get any physical contact, it should be fine.
No. Yeah,
right?
the whole.
Okay. Also, as long as you're not suggestive as how you're doing it. Like,
true,
here's $20.
Yeah, you write, and on the 20 you write, "My license plate's this and this, and meet me at 9."
It's like here's the motel.
I'm the gray Honda down the street. on the 20, it just says it in Sharpie. Imagine having that bill to like the cashier at Ralph's. It just says, "I'm in the Honda."
You wouldn't want to go doing that though, because then what if she spends the $20 and she gives it to some creep in like some creep comes over to your house.
Well,
like,
I'm
hey.
not there. It's not my fault. That's
It's
her
like,
dog. That's her
watch.
20 now.
But it's your problem though. If she gives the 20 to a creep, who he's like, he goes to your address, all of a sudden it's like, hey.
That means everyone's fucked. You know how much money changes hands?
Exactly.
All the dirty shit that.
Well, no, you specifically would be fucked because it's your address on that 20.
No, you wouldn't write the address. You would just write, "I'm the gray Honda," like down the street. I don't mean like write your VIN number on the fucking on the bill, unless you have a leased car or something. Well, even then they can still track it. But I'm just saying, like,
yeah. But I mean, you never know. Like I said, you don't write shit on money, especially if you're trying to keep it private. That's like saying, oh, I don't want anyone to know this, and it's on the internet.
Well, that still pisses me off too, is when people write on money because it's like, it's money. Also, you know me, I'm very patriotic, so.
Yeah.
But, like when you see the mustache on Washington, I'm just like, why the fuck? It's like almost burning the money. You might as well just do it. I mean, if I had cigars, I guess I'd burn a one. Maybe. That's it. What?
I'm not saying anything.
I mean, that's when I'm really plastered in Vegas when I'm trying to impress, like, that big-titted chick at the Riviera.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. He burned a $1 bill.
No. In Sharpie, I'd write the 2 zeros at the end. It's Taft. It's like a fucking different president.
It's like, I have a limited edition $1,000 bill. It's Monopoly money. Oh, yeah. That's right. That's all me.
Oh, God. Talking about Monopoly. Fuck. Just going to a whole different thing. Isn't Universal Studios doing that right now? With, I think they have Universal Studios Hollywood, the entertainment capital of LA. They have a movie contract or something with Hasbro, the company that owns Monopoly and Mr. Potato Head and Battleship and all that. And I guess they're making movies or something. Remember, wasn't there a Battleship movie?
Well,
that is based.
Yeah, it's
that is
out.
based off of the board game.
No, I figured as much because I saw like a couple previews for it. But a force field. So when the ship comes out, a force field comes up, and if you look at it really carefully, it's a square, and it has grids in it.
What?
If you look at it really carefully.
Okay, here's my thing. I thought they were gonna just take the title and the concept. No. Here's my idea. As if I was running Universal, so obviously they would be making money, but they're not listening. But if I was
running Universal, we wouldn't be doing the show right now.
No, I would. I'd fucking buy a better studio.
Yeah, we'd have better.
But I'm just saying, if I was the head of Universal and actually making money instead of the opposite of what they're doing now, I don't know why the fuck you would buy Battleship, but anyway, you buy the title so you can trademark the name. Then you release the movie and you use the concept of the game. The concept is to sink the other player, which is pretty much a war movie.
Yeah.
Chinese versus US or some crap like that. But to literally take it to the game where they show grids and shit.
No, it's not obvious.
I could
but
do
if you look
that.
at it
I could do
carefully,
that inside my house. Just buy Battleship and tape YouTube playing fucking Battleship and go Battleship the movie. Now playing in selected theaters, September July 26th. Now playing in digital 3D. I could record it in 3D and make fucking shitloads of money.
It's like all of a sudden, like, oh no, he's putting down the peg. It's like people are backing away, like.
It's just the Terminator music. It's just dun 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 while you're putting in the peg.
It's like A10.
Dun 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 dun.
I said A10. You're supposed to respond.
E3.
Dun dun dun.
Did I hit or miss? Did I hit?
And then at the end of the movie, you sunk my battleship. Dun 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 dun. That's
like,
it.
Another thing like
That movie's lame. I heard they're also doing like a Mr. Potato Head movie too.
What?
What?
You serious?
Yeah, because no. Okay, I am a big fan of movies and all that. And at Universal Studios Hollywood, as corny as it is, I love that tram tour ride. Where they take you behind the back lot and you go get to see King Kong and all that crap.
Is that what they call it?
What?
They take you behind the lot and they show you King Kong.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This just happens to be,
where he's doing this with his hands. Yes. See, that's why you gotta watch the webcast, people. If you're just listening to it, you're not doing your job.
He's waving his arms like a gorilla.
Anyway. Oh, Boonturn. I won't say anything. Never mind.
Please tell
anyway.
me. Wow. That was.
Oh, this is a great episode. I don't mean to be racist. It just appears that way.
It's like he's not racist. He just has racist.
I was telling these guys off the record that I think of like the worst shit to say sometimes. I can't name any examples now, but these guys know what I was talking about, like off the air. I was just like, oh, I'm not going to say it. Then Mike told me to say something, and then Boontown was like, oh.
I didn't tell you to say anything in particular. I just said, go.
No, but say what you were thinking.
Yeah. You said you had something, and I'm like, oh, dude, just go ahead. Who gives a shit?
And then I told these fucks they should just be on the air.
Then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I kind of wish I hadn't encouraged him.
No, but there, while you're on the tour in the back lot, where the Alfred Hitchcock, I guess his old, where he used to write his scripts and all that, they used to have they built him his own, not recording studio, but like his own headquarters, like his own little living, like a little townhouse on top of the back lot, right? And so as you're driving by, obviously they don't use the storage space anymore. I guess they preserve it because, it's Alfred Hitchcock, and in the movie world, you want to preserve that kind of stuff. And there's a big, gigantic, it's got to be like, 7 or 8 foot tall replica of the Mr. Potato Head, remember? Because Boontown and I have the year pass at Universal Studios, Hollywood Entertainment Capital of LA. But, so there's that big, 8 foot.
I don't think it's 8 foot. I think maybe at the most.
6.
At the most,
at
6
least.
feet, yeah.
It's got to be at least 6.
Well, yeah,
because it is pretty tall. It's almost as tall as the tram, though.
No, well.
Like when you're sitting in it, and that's a pretty. Well, anyway.
Maybe 6.
Who
Maybe it
gives
was
a shit
like
about
6.5 feet or something like that. But yeah.
You would say that.
Yeah, that's what she said. Damn it.
Yeah.
There's a new promo clip right there. Oh, God damn it.
Himself. You would go ahead and say that. See, I don't go. I don't say that. I don't need to say that. Are you really that insecure?
Oh, man.
Really?
That was fun. Shit. Man, usually I'm good at tapping at other people, but fuck that. I totally just like.
You shot yourself in the foot.
Yeah, I shot myself in the foot. Yeah. Fuck. Anyway, I'll continue. What Mr. fucking Potato Head. I mean, I'm just kind of pissed off still that Universal. Well, man, that place. I don't know how the fuck they're in business.
They're killing cinema.
Yeah.
I kind of
That should be the new logo.
I kind of lost
Universal
respect when
Studios
Battlefield.
Hollywood.
Battleship came out. I kind of lost respect.
Killing cinema, one movie at a time.
Universal Studios Hollywood.
This is Off the Record on the B3 Radio Network.
This is the B3 Radio Network. B3 Radio Network. Visit us online at b3productionstudios.webs.com.
Welcome back to Off the Record on the B3 Radio Network. Don't forget, you can always email us at any time to offtherecordradio@yahoo.com or call us at 626-532-7154. That's 626-532-7154 or at b3productionstudios.webs.com, where we on YouTube, Facebook, and the Twitter. And we were talking about, the movies.
Yeah. Mr. Potato Head?
Mr.
Yeah,
Potato
Mr.
Head.
Potato Head being there's a 6-foot replica doll, or a statue, I should say, in the back lot at Universal Studios. And I apparently, what I might have heard, is that there's a contract between Universal Studios
And Hasbro.
and Hasbro, the company that has Monopoly and Battleship and pretty much all the big board games that you buy at Toys R Us.
Hungry, hungry hippos.
Oh God! Please don't tell me that's a movie. Even though for Hungry Hungry Hippos, you can imagine Rosie O'Donnell and Queen Latifah starring in that film.
No, like if they
Say what? That's my food.
if they did an actual movie like that, not the way you said it though. I mean, if they did with like hippos and shit.
No, that's why they're stupid, because I would make money by putting Queen Latifah and Rosie O'Donnell in Hungry Hungry.
Well, no, you need at least 4. That's how the game played.
Well, okay, then you have John Goodman. And Drew Carey. There you go. There's your 4 hungry
Actually,
hippos.
no, Drew Carey he's not applicable to that anymore. He's skinny.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude, he lost weight. I mean, he's like Jim Carrey skinny.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Wow.
He seriously lost weight.
I haven't watched The Price is Right lately, so.
No.
No, I mean, dude, he lost weight. he lost a lot of weight.
He looked better when he was fat, to be honest. Well, maybe
Yeah.
because it's funny, like when you look at people with glasses for the first time, like Boone Turner, I met you when you didn't have glasses.
Yeah.
So when you wear them and when you take them off, it's not like
It's
weird.
not a shock,
but you have the same thing like when you meet somebody with glasses and they take them off.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
completely
it's
different
weird
person,
as
yeah.
hell.
But I mean, yeah,
but if it was the opposite, it's like okay, they're just glasses.
Yeah.
Wow, really? But he's that skinny.
Yeah, he's like Jim Carrey skinny. I mean, he's...
Wow.
I gotta watch Prices Right now.
I know.
Yeah, just look him up later on, like on Google or something. But yeah, he lost a lot of weight.
Well, fuck. There goes my casting. Oh, okay. What's the fat guy from King of Queens? Fuck. What's his name? You don't watch gay shows like that?
I'm just not telling you.
Kevin James. There we go. Yeah. There. Hungry Hippos the movie with those 4 people.
No, but see, like if they had actually did it with like actual hippos, you could show like Bruce Willis being like he's a special like agent or something. It's like
He's the
hippos-
ball.
It's like,
He's the one of the.
It's like no, he's the guy. It's like he's like saying to all these people, "Get out of the park! These hippos,
hippo.
they're hungry." It's like these hippos, they're hungry hippos.
Imagine Clint Eastwood in that movie.
You gotta ask yourself one question, Hippo. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you,
Wait,
fatty?
does he feel like that?
What?
Well, with the way you said it, you basically Clint Eastwood is asking them if he feels lucky.
Yeah. That was how it was written in 1971's.
No, I mean if
Dirty Harry.
if he himself feels lucky.
Yeah.
So Clint Eastwood's asking the hippos if Clint Eastwood feels lucky.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just take those shots that I made earlier. There's a little zombie and a little sky blue. I haven't had sky blue like in 3 years, so cheers.
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 Ooh.
That was actually pretty good.
Should have mixed that much, though. I had more than you two guys. But I don't have to drive home, so I'm okay. I can just pass out here in the studio and I'm fine.
Get the paint.
Get the Sharpie, fuck.
Well, we got some right there.
No, that's like the preset standard is when
I'll
someone
get-
passes out, you get the Sharpie and the razor.
I got that. I mean,
Actually, no, there's an additional part to that rule. I did not know about it. If you take your shoe,
Yeah, no. I was just about to
Yeah.
say that. If you drink so much and you pass out and you still have your shoes on, it's free roam.
yeah.
But if you take your
don't have your
shoes
shoes
off,
on, yeah.
it's sort of like you intentionally knew you were going to pass out and sleep, so it's
you
okay.
can't, yeah,
and
so
not,
you can't mess
yeah.
with them. So I was like, what? He's like, yeah, that's a
Luckily, I'm wearing
unspoken rule.
slip-ons.
But yeah, that's an unspoken rule. I was like, what?
I will say that when you're drinking and you have boots, it's a lot more. Well, at least for me, it's pretty. Well, the way I get hammered, it's kind of difficult to unzip the shoe and then put it away and shit.
How's
Without
it difficult to work a zipper?
you try drinking as much as I do, and you'll find out how difficult it is to find the fucking zipper in the first
But
place.
I can handle my booze.
That's why I have her do the zipper.
Her being his left hand.
Yes, Sally. Watch the webcast, folks. That's all I have to say.
Watch his hands. Make sure they stay on the desk. So anyway, yeah, Potato Head.
What?
Nothing.
No, but there were other movies too.
Yeah.
There was Battleship. There was Mr. Potato Head. I heard they wanted to do.
Monopoly.
Monopoly. I heard they wanted to do. It hasn't been in the works yet, but that's. I can't imagine them
Wait.
doing a Monopoly movie.
They're gonna get the watch. I bet you they're gonna get the guy from the second. Whatchamacallit? Freaking
What?
Jim Carrey was in it. Ace Ventura, the second Ace Ventura movie.
I hated that film. The first one was better.
Yeah, but I mean, the guy he was like at fancy party.
Oh, I know.
The
I know
one
what
he
you're
knocks
talking about.
out.
Yes,
and
yeah.
He's like, and you must be the Monopoly guy. Well, I mean, he kind of looks like him, but that's
Then again, you can make anybody look like him.
yeah, that's true. I mean, how they made Tom Cruise look like some old guy in the first Mission Impossible.
What? Oh yeah, that film. Wait, don't ever watch Mission Impossible 2. My God, what a giant piece of flaming shit that film was. Awful, awful, awful film. Oh, talking about shitty films, and that film was made by Paramount Pictures, which was one of the two companies that made Titanic. They're going to release that in 3D. This, I believe, no, on April 16th, the 100th anniversary of the ship's disastrous sinking, they're going to release the film.
On the day of.
Yeah, the day of the sinking of the ship.
Yeah, that's not in poor taste.
I know. Wouldn't you? Well, I mean, no one would care. Everyone would be confused if you released it on the maiden voyage of the Titanic. But I mean, to release it on the 100th anniversary at that.
Ooh.
Yeah. But why? 3D fucking sucks, people.
Yes.
It's fucking horrible.
You get to see the iceberg and all the little shards coming
No,
at you.
okay. No, I will admit, 3D is only good for animation films.
Yeah,
Yeah, like Toy Story?
Toy Story 3 and
Ice Age.
Ice Age 3. I was telling these guys off the record that those two 3D films were the only films that I watched that never gave me a headache.
But when it comes to like live action movies, do not watch in 3D.
Yeah, like when
blows.
the 3D craze first came out, and I think it was '08. I think that's
Around
when
that time.
Yeah, My Bloody Valentine was one of the first horror movies, the cheesy, awful horror movies that came out. Actually, you know what? I think it came out Valentine's Day.
It did.
Close to Valentine's Day.
No,
one
it
of the
came
two.
on.
And I had seen that in theaters, and my God, is that film a giant piece of shit? And I found out later that it's the one that's released in America, My Bloody Valentine 3D. It's a remake of a Canadian horror film.
Canadians can be scary?
What?
No, I said.
When was this?
Okay, let me clarify.
What?
It's a shitty remake of a shitty Canadian horror film released in the 80s.
That seems like an oxymoron to me, Canadian and horror.
Exactly, right?
Because they're so friendly. Every Canadian person I've met, they've always been like, oh, hey, you want to come
Yeah,
over
but
this?
it doesn't help when they say, "How you doing, eh?"
No, you sound like what you call it?
What?
I don't know. That doesn't even sound Canadian. It's like
Well, have you seen what I've done?
no, and I'm glad I haven't.
Yeah, but
Yes, make it better. Drink up.
Okay.
That was a rhetorical suggestion, but all right.
Fuck rhetoricals here on the B3 Radio Network. We don't do rhetoricals. We do literals. No, but that film hurt my eyes. And another film that I saw in 3D was... Oh, shit, I don't remember. It was like an action film, and I saw it in 3D, and it like I literally had to walk out of the theater because it hurt my eyes. Like the back of my eye, like the back of your retina, it was like tingling. It was hurting my fucking vision like crap.
He was watching The Shining.
I hope you're not referring to the 1983 classic with Jack Nicholson.
I was saying that in the reference that, you thought your powers were developing.
Oh, no. Okay, because that film was really good.
Yeah. There was word that they were going to make a remake. So.
Oh, no. Please don't do
on.
remakes. Because I remember that Universal Studios also did a remake of The Thing, which is supposed to be the third movie in, not the series, but it's supposed to be the third thing. For those of you that don't recall, the first Thing was released, in the 50s?
Around that time.
And then they made a remake of with Kirk Russell in the 80s.
I remember seeing that one.
That was probably the best one. It probably even beat the original one.
Yeah.
Very good film, very well made. I suggested, and then they redid it. It's supposed to be a sequel of the remake, the second remake. No, sorry. No, it's a prequel. And most prequels, when you hear prequel, most of the time it means it sucks ass because it's like the pre-story.
Star Wars.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I've only seen Star Wars episode. Well, if you're talking a little.
I'm sorry, what?
If you're talking on literal terms, I've only seen episode 4. That's it. That's all I've ever seen of Star Wars, and it sucked. I don't like Star Wars. Boring movie franchise. I can't stand it.
He has a problem with his lightsaber.
Well, like I said, sized. Anyway,
He's got a light dagger.
what was I talking about? I can't remember anymore. Wow, I think that sky really fucked me up.
Oh. It's okay, buddy.
You guys take over. You got 2 minutes anyway. Just take over.
He's gonna curl up and take a nap in the corner.
Hey, I can pass out here on the floor. It's fine.
So yeah.
No, but 3D movies, they really suck. They hurt my eyes.
Yeah.
So I don't understand what the 3D craze is anyway. I mean, they have the 3D TVs too now also.
Dude, those are terrible. And then have a...
No. I remember I went with somebody to Best Buy, And they have the 3D display. Like they have the glasses that are. Oh no! Did I? No. I
you
went
went with me to Fry's.
Yeah, with your brother, with your little brother.
They have a 3D TV on display.
And it's connected, so the power is always on. So there's no excuse about the dead battery or anything.
Me and him tried it out.
I couldn't. You know how, like, when you're looking at 3D, you still see the double vision.
Yeah.
And then when you put the glasses on, supposedly you're supposed to see the 3D. Yeah. Well, I put the glasses on, and the little indicator on the side of the glasses says it's on. I still see double vision. I don't see 3D. I just see a double vision image on the screen. It doesn't make any sense. And then I was once thinking with B3 Production Studios, the main company that owns the B3 Radio Network, because I still do movies on the side, the major company. At one point, I was considering on buying a 3D camera so I can record in 3D. But first of all, the money to buy a amateur camera is $1,500. I could spend an extra $700 on top of that and buy a professional regular camera. Like the professional ones,
those big giant ones that you have on the side.
That's my goal for the other company, is to get one of those big gigantic cameras.
The ones that they have on like Dirty Jobs, where they have on the side.
Yeah,
those are good.
I can spend about $2,500 and get a really good camera on that. Or I can, but the equivalent to that in 3D is about $4,500. It almost doubles. So, I mean, there's no point to. Also, when you have 3D capability, you have to have, like, I know on YouTube you can do 3D now.
Yeah.
Which there's no fucking point.
Yeah, I know, right?
But when you do it, you have to have the screen or the glasses to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the one thing that sucks. I know the what was it, the Nintendo DS?
The 3DS.
The 3DS came out with a 3D, and I heard it's not selling very well, right?
Well,
no,
it's like almost like $200 for that. No, dude, for that price. Oh no, it's like $180 for the freaking 3DS. Dude, for $20 more, you could buy a 360.
Exactly.
I mean,
no, you buy a brand new one,
dude, brand new one of the base system.
Well, when you go retail,
So you're either gonna pay $180 for a handheld system that you're not gonna be able to game with all your friends and stuff like that. You're not gonna have like online chat and all this other stuff. Whereas you can for $20 more, just get a freaking home system.
Exactly.
I mean, I can understand if maybe you don't have a TV, in which case I feel very sorry for you. I'm sorry.
Well, in this time of age,
yeah. When even tube TVs still work nowadays.
Yeah. Even if you don't have cable, the point is,
I don't. It was funny. I own a media company. I don't have cable or satellite. I use rabbit ear. That TV up here in the studio uses rabbit ears. Continue.
Relic.
Relic.
Hey, I don't care. I'm saving money. I have two truck payments to worry about.
No, I can't disagree with you. Dude, I'm paying $80 for my dish.
Really?
Yeah, $80.
Fuck, man.
That's every month too.
And for pretty much channels you already get anyway.
Well, no, regular channels, then you get like an extra 150 channels. But those channels are
most of them are crap, right?
Yeah, most of them are crap. But
you get like one, maybe well, I never had cable or satellite, but like 7 channels that are really good, like you watch all the time. And besides that, that's when you get to watch TV because you're too busy doing other crap time doing the rest of the blah 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 blah.
That was his first hit single. What was the title of it again?
Blah 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 blah.
No, that's track number 2.
But what was that one song?
There you go. I thought you just said it.
Yeah. Oh wait, I did. I didn't know I could speak tongue.
That's what she said.
Nah, but
off the record.
Damn it. Another promo. Shit.
Oh no, but dude, what's it called? On the side note, I heard that 80% of the people that buy the 3DS, they turn off the 3D because it just hurts their eyes.
That's what I heard also.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even buy it. I mean, the only reason I would buy it though is just to play, Legend of Zelda or Ocarina of Time
or
3DS.
Star Fox.
Yeah, but even then, I'd rather just get the version I had for the GameCube.
Yeah, exactly, right? But no, it's
collector's edition disc that I used to have.
Well. Yeah, well.
All in all, 3D is fucking awful and it shouldn't exist.
No, I find it. I'm disappointed that everybody nowadays they go for 3D first and then they go for everything else.
It I can't imagine like Andy Griffith in fucking 3D or I Love Lucy in 3D. Does it really make it that much better when you see Ricky slap Lucy in the face? Well, actually, maybe it does.
Wow. I'm speechless. Literally at a loss for words.
Well, don't forget, you can always call You can always call in at 626-532-7154. That's 626-532-7154. Or email us at offtherecordradio@yahoo.com. Or visit us at b3productionstudios.webs.com. And we are on YouTube, the Twitter, and on Facebook.
Oh yeah, aren't you going to mention anything that comes out tomorrow?
Oh yes, also tomorrow. Well, when you hear this, it'll be Wednesday. So 2 days ago, episode 3 of Speed will be released, which is where Boontarn and I talk about nothing but ATVs, trucks, cars, and motorcycles. There we go. There's the other thing.
And then
So I am Brian Bombarios. There's Mike Vitae in the spotlight, and out there in the darkness, even though I bought him his own spotlight, but yet it still doesn't work for him, Boontarn MacGyver Horn.
One of these weeks, you and I are going to have to switch places.
Yeah, maybe I have to buy like 3. You know what's funny? I'm going to have to buy him 3 spotlights in order for him to fucking shine like normal.
Well, you got 1, so you just need to get 2 more.
Yeah, there's 2 more. That's like another, what, $120 worth of spotlights? Only. Might be a good investment. Maybe
probably.
not.
Probably.
No.
If not, dude, I'll just bring one of my flashlights. It works.
This is Off the Record on the B3 Radio Network.